Peace, family. This is Daku. And a lot of people say they can't get into gardening because they simply don't have the space. They live in an apartment. Well, as you can see here, we're growing our herbs and a few other plants indoors. And this space right here is about 3 feet by 6 feet. And a lot of people don't want to dedicate that much space to gardening in their house or in their apartment or wherever you may live. Um, I'm a little eccentric, so my living room is actually my grow room, and that's what I use. Half of the living room is my grow room. So, well, not even half, about quarter of the living room is my grow room. All right. But if you're not going to use that much space, say you only have a window or two and you want to use a window box. Here we have a window box set up where we have 4 plants in them. And these are my favorite 4 that I would use more often than any other ones. I got my chives, my basil. This is my stevia for those of you that have a sweet tooth and are trying to get off of that cocaine, that sweet cocaine, sugar. And this is my other favorite plant, lemon balm. I got my lemon balm because, as I showed y'all the other day on our Facebook page, you can make your own tea, your own lemon balm tea. And it's very good to reduce stress. All right. I call it my stress reliever tea. But anyway, so in one window box, you can get 4 6-inch plants or 6-inch pots. Why do I do it like that? Because each one of your plants is not going to be competing for the nutrients that's in the window box. You put them in their own pot and they all fit in the window box. You can feed them directly. So if your basil doesn't need added nutrients or food, as some people would call it, and your stevia does, you can feed your stevia and leave your basil alone. All right. So say you got 2 windows, that's 8 plants. And 8 plants is quite sufficient to get started. And it's a good way to learn the behavior of plants. Okay. How much light do your plants need? We talked about that in a recent video. All right. Your plants need, for every 1 hour of sunlight, they need 2 hours of lamp lights. So you can put your window box in the window and say your window only gets 2 hours of sun. Then the rest of the time you can have the lamp on and you can buy timers and all that. Timers are very cheap. A lot of this stuff is going to sound expensive to new gardeners, but it's very cheap. For example, these 4 pots right here, I got for about $5, and the window box was $7. All right. So what if I didn't want to go with the 4 pots? It would only cost me $7 in the price of the potting mix, or I can make the potting mix on my own. All right. So it's really not that expensive. These materials I've had for some time, and these pots, they're not going to break down in the house. They might break down over time outside because they're exposed to the elements. But indoors, you can use them over and over and over again. All right. So keep that in mind. You don't have to have a yard. You don't even have to have that much space. Really, how many of us actually use the windowsill? Not many. Okay. So your windowsill is a good place to grow some plants. You can grow 4 per window. All right. At least I can. This window box is about 18 inches. Okay. So if your window is at least 18 inches, you can get an 18-inch window box and you can put it in your window and you can grow 4 plants again per window box. Hope this tip has been helpful. This has been Daku. Peace.